Yes, we are live. There we are.
Great.
Finally, happy to meet you.
Hi, Femka. Really nice to meet you as well. And hello, everyone.
Hello.
Uh, my,
Here we
my
are.
pleasure to be here.
Yeah, great. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, sure. So, first of all, I would like to say that for me, it's a real pleasure to be part of our Copilot Advent calendar.
Mhm.
This little December tradition where every session unwraps something new, something practical, and something empowering. So today gift is confidence, and not just the confidence in Microsoft 365 Copilot, but confidence in your own ability to guide it, shape it, and make it work for you. So my name is Desislava. I'm a technical trainer and also AI adoption specialist at Tech Knowledge. After a few moments, I will tell you more about myself. But what I can say and my experience is Copilot that when it was launched in 2023, I had the opportunity to work as a technical support engineer. So I know Copilot since day one. And at this moment of time, it was just a feature, but now it's your personal assistant. So I'm very excited and very happy to be here and part of this initiative. So
Great. Thank you so much. And we're so happy to have you as well. We have seen you a lot online and you're sharing a lot as well in the Rockstar community and as well on the Team Copilot community. So thank you for everything that you are doing. I'm so happy to have like a new day with some new learnings because yes, we have already for a few days, like since the 1st of December, every day we have someone who shared their knowledge about Copilot. So I think it's amazing from like people all over the world who are sharing their knowledge and yeah, let others learn. The technology goes so fast that it's really that we cannot stop learning, and I think this is a really great thing to do with each other, that everyone the lessons learned that they have can share with each other. Thank you for doing this, and I put you on the stage with your presentation, and see you later. If you have some questions, please share it on LinkedIn and or reach out to you, and then I will come back. Good luck.
okay, thank you so much, Femka. And I couldn't agree more with you. So let's start. I have a lot of things that I would like to share with you today. So thank you so much for it. The pleasure is all mine. So. Today we are going to talk about Copilot Confidence. And whether you're crafting documents in Word, analyzing data in Excel, designing with Flyer in Designer Studio, Copilot is your creative partner. And what about prompt engineering? That's the language of leadership in the age of AI. In this session, we will unwrap the magic together, and you will see how the right words unlock powerful results, how quality boosts creativity, and how Copilot can turn into your intent into impact. So let's go from words to wonders and let's build Copilot confidence together. Before we dive into the power of Microsoft 365 Copilot, let me share a bit about why I'm here and why this course matters. My name is Desislava Kostova. I'm from Bulgaria and I'm a technical trainer and AI adoption specialist at Tech Knowledge. My mission is simple: to help professionals like you turn curiosity into capability. I specialize in Microsoft 365 Copilot and Microsoft Dynamics 365 Customer Engagement Business Applications. But what truly drives me is inspiring people to grow, gain confidence, and unlock what they are capable of. I am proud to be part of the Rockstar Women in AI and Security community, where we support each other in driving innovation and inclusion. This isn't just another training. I believe it will you feel it like a workshop built around your world, your documents in Word, your data in Excel, and your creative work in Microsoft Designer. We will explore Copilot not as a tool, but as a thinking partner, one that helps you move from intent to impact with clarity and confidence. Everything you'll see today is scenario based and crafted to reflect real business challenges that we are facing every day. Whether you're here to boost productivity or streamline communication or simply feel more in control of your digital workspace, you're in the right place. So let's make this practical, inspiring, and most importantly, transformative. Let's start with quality. These are our goals for today. Write, analyze, design. Three verbs, one mindset. Whether you're working in Word, Excel, or Designer Studio, Copilot is here to support these core actions. Actions that define how we communicate, think, and create. We'll explore how prompt engineering helps you write with precision, how Copilot in Excel helps you analyze with speed and insight, and how design becomes intuitive when AI understands your intent. These aren't just technical skills, they are creative powers, and today we will unlock them together. Grow with Copilot isn't just about learning new features, it's about evolving how we work, think, and lead. Every time you refine a prompt, every time you experiment with the tone or the structure, you are building fluency. You are growing your ability to guide AI with intention. In this session, we are not just exploring tools, we are cultivating a mindset. One where Copilot becomes a creative partner, not just a productive booster. Whether you're writing, analyzing, or designing, growth happens when you take control of the conversation, when you shape the output, not just react to it. So let's keep growing, prompt by prompt, insight by insight, because with Copilot, every small improvement leads to a smarter, more confident you. Let's go a level deeper. Copilot doesn't just process text, it interprets you. It listens for your intent, your tone, your role, and your context. That's what makes it feel intuitive. When you say summarize this, Copilot gives you a neutral overview. But when you say make this sound inspiring, it shifts tones, elevates language, and adds emotional resonance. That's not magic. It's design. Copilot uses file context, role based understanding, and conversational cues to tailor its response. So, when you guide Copilot with clarity, it responds with precision. And when you guide it with creativity, it responds with flair. And when you guide it with confidence, it becomes your partner, just not just your assistant. Let's talk about momentum with Copilot. It's not always about dramatic breakthroughs. It's about the tiny wins. The moment you rephrase a prompt and get a sharper summary. The time you ask Copilot to visualize your data and it saves you an hour. The instant it helps you rewrite a message with more clarity and confidence. These small victories add up. They build trust, fluency, and impact. And the more intentional you are with your prompts, the more powerful Copilot becomes. Today, I will show you how to engineer those wins, how to guide Copilot with precision, creativity, and purpose. Because in the age of AI, it's not just about knowing what to ask, it's about knowing how to ask it. And that's where the big impact begins. It's time to dive into the skill that makes the evolution possible, and it's prompt engineering. This is where the real magic happens. Prompt engineering is more than just typing instructions. It's about crafting inputs that got Copilot with clarity and control. It's the difference between getting a generic response and getting exactly what you need. So in this section, we will explore how to shape prompts that reflect your intent, your audience, and your tone. Whether you're writing, analyzing, or designing, prompt engineering is the key to unlocking Copilot's full potential. So now let's pause and ask, what's changed? How have we evolved in the way we speak to Copilot? Because back in early 2025, we used simple commands like summarize this document, okay, or create a chart, or rewrite this paragraph, list these key points, for example. But now our prompts carry more intent and more nuance. We explain things in details. like summarize for a client-facing email in friendly tone, or visualize this Q4 sales by region as a column chart, make this paragraph persuasive for a marketing pitch, or extract three key takeaways for a leadership briefing. And this shift isn't just about better results, it's about better communication. We are no longer just asking Copilot to do something, we are guiding it with context, tone, and purpose. And that's the heart of prompt engineering. Now that we have introduced the concept of prompt engineering, let's break it down into its essential elements. Every intuitive prompt has four key components. The first one is the goal. What you want Copilot to do. Are you summarizing, analyzing, rewriting, or visualizing? For example, summarize this report for a leadership briefing. Then the context. Why you are doing this task? Who is it for? What is the business logic behind it? Like, this is for a client proposal in a marketing team. The next one is the source. What content should Copilot use? A document, table, or a paragraph? We should be specific. Use the attached document and the Q4 sales table. And finally, the expectations. What tone, format, or level of detail do you expect? Should it be formal, inspiring, concise, or visual? For instance, make it sound inspiring and keep it under 150 words. Then you combine these four elements. You are not just prompting, you're designing, you are guiding Copilot with precision. And that's what turns a generic output into something tailored, impactful, and ready to use. Okay, so now that we have covered the essentials, let's take it one step further. Because a good prompt gets you results, but a great prompt gets you the right result and in the right tone for the right audience. To make this easy to remember, I have created a simple sequence for you. You can think of it as your Copilot upgrade kit. Just three quick moves that turn a decent prompt into a powerful tool. The first one, Copilot loves clarity. And clarity starts with strong verbs and specific nouns. Instead of saying, help me with this, we can say, summarize the report or visualize sales trends. Verbs tell Copilot what to do. Nouns tell it what to do it with. Okay. So, for example, good prompt could be, "Can you help me with this?" But great prompt could be, "Summarize this Q4 performance report." Copilot adopts its tone and structure based on the role you are assigned. If you say, "Act as a marketing manager," or "write like a legal advisor," it will shape the output accordingly. And this is especially powerful when you want domain specific language or tone. For example, good prompt could be, "Write summary," and great prompt could be, "As a marketing manager, write a summary for our client pitch." Next one is emotional tone. Tone matters. Whether you want something formal, friendly, inspiring, or empathetic, just tell Copilot. It will adjust the vocabulary, rhythm, and emotional weight of the response. This is how you go from just correct to exactly right. For example, good prompt could be, "Rewrite this paragraph," and great prompt could be, "Rewrite this paragraph to sound confident and motivating." One of the most powerful elements of prompt engineering is exactly the emotional tone, because how something sounds is just as important as what it says. And when you combine tone with goal, context, source, and expectations, you're not just prompting, you're leading. But if you feel unsure or want to upgrade your prompt to the next level, I have good news for you, because we have a prompt coach agent. Prompt Coach is a built-in Microsoft 365 Copilot agent that helps users write better prompts by giving feedback, guidance, and examples. so they can get the most accurate and useful responses from Copilot. And this slide brings the concept of the prompt coach agent to life. On the left side, you see the interface where prompt coach lives, ready to guide you through building a strong structured prompt. And on the right side, a light-hearted comic that reminds us prompting isn't just technical, it's collaborative. The character Co represents Copilot, but also the spirit of co-creation. The prompt coach agent is your thinking partner. It doesn't just answer, it asks. It helps you clarify your goal, define your context, and choose your source and set expectations. And this is especially powerful for new users or anyone refining their skills. Instead of guessing what to write, you're coached into crafting something intentional and effective. So now let's see prompt coach in action. Let me open M365 portal. So what you can see in front of you is basically the portal, and from here we can do a lot of things. But the focus now is on prompt coach. So here is the prompt coach, and I have predefined prompts which I can try. I can see even more, which is predefined here. But let's start with one. I have it here. So let me just, for to save time, let me just copy the slide and I will paste it there. Okay, so this is my prompt, and let's see what a prompt coach will do with it. So this is the prompt. Create a summary of our Q4 sales performance using the Excel dashboard and client feedback notes. This is for a leadership briefing, so keep the tone confident and the format in 3 bullet points. Okay, so we can see here that actually I have a goal, right, which is generate a summary. I have a context, which is for leadership briefing, source, and also expectation. So it's really interesting what Copilot will do. Okay, so let's try that prompt. Okay, so Copilot is telling me that I need to make sure we have all the key elements. Okay, so and he pointed out basically everything looks clear, but he suggests another prompt that I can use. So using the Q4 Excel sales dashboard and client feedback notes generate a concise summary for a leadership briefing. The summary should. So this is the final prompt how Copilot decided to improve it. And what I can see here is basically, let me see what is the difference and key trends, incorporate notable insights from a client feedback. Okay, so confident in the format. Okay, so basically we have all of the things that we need in order to have a great prompt. And here, what is mentioned that be written in a confident tone and formatted as exactly 3 bullet points. Okay, so now what I can do is to copy this final prompt and to use it. If I would like, I can continue the conversation with Copilot, with Prompt Coach, and make this prompt even better. Okay, so um, you can explore it. It's really nice to have this prompt coach. Just you need to have the right license. Prompt coach is applicable for business users for now. So let's go back to the presentation because I would like to share with you some insights behind the curtain. Okay. Okay. So Okay, so now that we have worked with the prompt coach agent and explore how to shape a strong structured prompt, let's review something most users never see. What is happening behind the curtain? Because here is the real secret. Copilot isn't just responding to your words, it's responding to your environment. And this is the key. Because it's not only what you ask, but where you ask it. The same prompt behaves differently in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or Designer. Why? Because each app brings its own context, its own expectations, data structures, and design logic. Copilot adopts to that. So when you ask for a summary in Word, it thinks in paragraphs. In Excel, it thinks in rows and columns. In Designer, it thinks in visuals and layout. That's why your prompt needs to speak the language of the app you are. So this is the layer most people don't see, but once you do, you start prompting with precision. You become not just a user, but a lead who knows how to get Copilot across every surface. And that's exactly what we'll do next. Move through Copilot, Excel, and Designer Studio in a festive real-world scenario that shows how context transform results. So basically, I can say that most of us think Copilot in Word is just rewriting tool. But here is the magic. It doesn't just read your words, it reads your document's context. So Copilot pays attention to invisible metadata, the title, track changes, comments, even the document type. If your life is, if your I mean, in your life, if you have a file and it's marked as a proposal, it will naturally lean towards persuasive formal language. So, if it is a brainstorming note, it might offer more casual or creative suggestions. So, this is why prompting in Word is so powerful. You're not just giving instructions, you are shaping the environment, and Copilot responds accordingly. So, when you write, don't just think about the prompt. Think about the document itself, because in Word, Copilot is a context whisperer. It listens to what's said and what's unsaid. Let's move into Excel, where Copilot plays a very different role. Here, it's not just responding to your prompt, it's quietly analyzing your sheet structure. If your columns are labeled region, quarter, or revenue, Copilot starts mapping relationships between them, even if you haven't written a single formula. That's why it sometimes surprises you with insights you didn't explicitly request. It's reading the data model behind the scenes, identifying patterns, and offering suggestions that feel intuitive. This is what makes Excel so powerful in the Copilot ecosystem. You don't need to be a data expert to get expert level analysis. You just need to describe what you want and let Copilot do the rest. Copilot in Microsoft Designer doesn't just decorate, it interprets. It reads your content and senses your intent. And here is something interesting. Copilot doesn't just respond to your prompt, it also peeks at the structure of your input. If your text includes a headline, a call to action, or a list of achievements, designer can infer how to visualize each element. If you didn't specify layout rules, it has a style memory within a session. So if you ask for a modern minimal look once, for example, and then later request a new variation, Copilot tends to carry the style forward, even if you don't repeat the word minimal. So it's quietly learning your aesthetic preference as you go. So that is why if you want something new, you need to start new session. And that is why it often surprises you as well with layouts that feels just right. It's quietly mapping your content hierarchy in the background. So when you prompt designer, you're not just asking for a graphic, you're asking for a visual strategy. And now let's explore what we can do in those three apps. Okay, let me start with a scenario that I prepared for this session. Okay, so what we are going to do is to create a holiday theme newsletter. Our goal is to prepare a holiday theme newsletter for internal distribution. I will start by drafting the content in Word, analyze team activity in Excel, and finish by creating a festive visual header or card in Microsoft Designer. So let's start. I will open the Word. Okay. And now I have prepared the prompt. So this is the prompt. So we can save time because we are limited with time. Okay, so the prompt is draft a warm and festive holiday theme newsletter for December 2025. Include a short instruction, a section celebrating team achievements, a section highlighting key moments from the year, and a closing message for appreciation. Keep the tone friendly, inclusive, and uplifting. I think it's great, and it have it has everything basically. So let me prompt Copilot to do this. Now, what I expect from Copilot is to show me how Word understands the document type, which in our case is the newsletter. Copilot adjusts tone to match the purpose, and it structures the content into section, as we can see here, and it uses metadata like title, comments, headings if we have. Okay, what we have here is pretty good. I think we have everything for a newsletter. It's short. We have key points here. So you know that if I don't like what Copilot did, I can write another prompt here, or I can ask to make it formal or shorter. But now I think it's fine for that purpose, and I will keep it. Okay. What is missing here is basically real data or something that I would like to include, like activity which is related to my team and what we did during for this year. So for that purpose, I will open Excel. Okay, here we go. Now, this is a blank Excel file, so I would like to add some W data here. And I have created a very simple table, but there are a few things that I would like to show you here. So that's why I decided to do like this. So first, now, this is a table that I take it from my OneNote and just paste it here. Before I go with a Copilot, I need to make sure that this table, it's a table behind the scenes. I mean, it's structured like a real table, not only looking like a table. For that purpose, I need to go to the home page and format as a table. This is the easiest way. There is another way where I can go column by column and see if everything is properly set, like the if I have a date, if I have a number and everything. But now I think format as a table for it's great, and I can use it. Just need to think of design. I think this one is fine, so I will just click OK, and here you go. Now I have a table, and I can ask Copilot to help me and analyze team activity data. Okay, so for that purpose, I will go to the home page and I will open Copilot panel. Okay, so and go to Copilot chat. Okay, and now let's try with this prompt. Okay, so the prompt is analyze this table and identify 3 meaningful highlights from our team's year. Summarize them in short, festive bullet points suitable for a holiday newsletter. Okay, let's try. Let's see what Copilot will do. Oh, Copilot. So Copilot say that could you please upload the table? Once I have it, I will analyze the data and craft 3 festive newsletter ready highlights for you. Okay, so Copilot got my point, but he's not able to see the table. And this is something very common. And here the problem is not in Copilot, but is in the table and basically in this file, not the table, so apologize, in the file, because this file is stored on my local machine and Copilot can get insights only from the cloud. So this file should be in my OneDrive in order Copilot to see this, and there is a reason for that, and after a few moments I will tell you why we need everything to be stored on the cloud. The answer is simple, because of the security purpose, but I will share with you more later. So now what I'm going to do, the easiest way is just to click here from how to save button, let's say demo. Okay, now, okay, now this file is stored on my OneDrive. So let's try one more time with the same prompt and let's see what Copilot will do now. Now I expect from Copilot to demonstrate that Excel reads column labels and infers relationships. And yeah, here we go. We have it. So now Copilot to give me team highlights for the year. Okay, I have a festive icon here, so this is really great. Okay, I have something. I have dedicated 75 hours to training. So basically, what Copilot did is to summarize all of those numbers here in this column without telling Copilot, I mean, what to do, what kind of formulas to use. I just speak with Copilot with natural language, and Copilot understands my intent. So what we have here, I think, is enough. So let me copy this and just open the Word file. And let's say I will paste it here under the key moments from 2025. Okay, team highlights for the year. Okay, now I think we can continue further. I know the format it's not the best, but we can change this later. Now, before that, I think it will be good to see what kind of banner we can use for this newsletter. For that purpose, let's transition to Designer Portal. Okay, here we go. Microsoft Designer provides a lot of capabilities to create a lot of different and beautiful things. Now we need to create a banner. So I will go here, click on banners, and now again I need a prompt. And I think this one, it's a good start for us and for our newsletter. Create a festive holiday newsletter. Header, use warm seasonal colors, Christmas elements, and clean layout. Suitable for an internal company newsletter. I think it's enough. We gave the context, the purpose, expectations, everything. So let's create. And now what I'm expecting to see is a result where designer interprets the tone and the structure. It creates, basically it adapts to festive themes automatically, and I believe it should produce a polished graphic ready to be inserted in Word. Okay, great. I have a few options. I can choose the one that I like most. So probably this one, I think it's great. So now what I can do, of course, I can download it. I can attach it into library or directly to insert it in Microsoft Word, but I don't have time for that. So let me just copy image, open the Word file and paste it here. Okay. And Now what I'm going to do, I will paste with Copilot like a picture. Okay, great. Let me make it smaller. Okay, like this probably. Okay, here we go. I think we have a great newsletter. So there is something that I don't like, and I don't think this theme highlights for the year looks good here. So let me use again Copilot and try to let's try to make this, to rewrite this. Okay, structure and refine, create a draft. Okay, Copilot now working on it, and let's see what Copilot will provide me. Holiday teams newsletter, teams achievement key moments, team highlights for the year. Okay, I think it's fine. And now at least they're using the, I mean, it's in the same order, so I think it's fine and I can replace it. Okay, I think looks great. Probably these icons here are not the best, but let's make it formal and without any icons here. So here we go. We have a newsletter just for a few minutes. Now, it's great. Really, Copilot saves me a lot of time, but there is something more that I would like to share with you now. Okay, so why Copilot is safe? This is very important question because we have seen how Copilot can help us write, analyze, and design with flair. But behind all that creativity, there is something even more important, and this is trust. Let's talk about what's behind the scenes, not the creative magic, but the security architecture. Because Copilot is powered by Microsoft Graph, which means it doesn't just generate content. It does so within the secure backbone of Microsoft 365. It respects your permissions, your data boundaries, and your organizational context. That's why Copilot doesn't show you anything you don't already have access to. It doesn't leak information and it doesn't guess beyond your scope. It's designed to be trustworthy by default. So when you use Copilot in every Microsoft application, you are not just getting smart suggestions. You're getting secure, context-aware assistant that's built for professional environments. So let's unpack this idea of roles and permissions because it's one of the most misunderstood part of Copilots. When Copilot doesn't give you an answer, it's really a technical issue. It's almost always a security boundary, doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Copilot only works with the information you're allowed to access, and it's cloud based. It doesn't elevate your privileges, it doesn't guess beyond your scope, and it doesn't reveal anything outside your permission set. So this is why two people in the same organization can ask the same question and get absolutely different results because their roles, access, levels, and data visibility are different. And Copilot respects that. So instead of thinking Copilot didn't work, we should think, do I have access to the content I'm asking about? This mindset shift helps users understand that Copilot is not just intelligent, it's compliant, secure, and deeply integrated with Microsoft 365 security model. So let's quickly take a look at the Microsoft 365 Copilot system and how it works. What you see on the screen is the architecture that powers every Copilot experience. On the left side, you have the Microsoft 365 apps, Word, Excel, Outlook, Teams, etc. These are the surfaces when you interact with Copilot. In the center of Copilot is itself the orchestrator, but it doesn't work alone. Below it is Microsoft Graph, which provides secure real-time access to your organizational data like files, emails, calendars, chats, and more. This is what makes Copilot context aware and permission sensitive. On the right hand side, you see the large language model, the engine that generates responses. It doesn't store your data. It doesn't remember your content. It simply receives the prompt and the context and returns a response. So when you ask Copilot the question, it's not just one system responding here. It's a coordinated effort between your app, your data graph, and the language model, all working securely and in real time. So when you enter a prompt, Copilot activates a secure multi-layered system. So let's walk through all the steps that we have here. The first step is the prompt. So you start in Microsoft 365 app, and your prompt is captured along with the context of the app, which is very important, and the content you're working on. Next step is grounding, because before anything goes to the AI model, Microsoft Graph steps in. It checks what you have access to, your files, emails, calendar, chats, and gathers only the data you're allowed to see. This is where security and personalization happens actually. Copilot is grounded in your real-time permission-aware data. Now the original prompt is enriched with context. What application you are using, what content you're working on, what data you're allowed to access. This modified prompt is what gets sent to the large language model. And the next step is response from the large language model. The model generates a response, for example, a summary, rewrite, chart, or suggestion based on your grounded data and intent. But it doesn't go straight to the app yet. The response returns to Microsoft Graph, which translates into app-specific commands. This ensures the response respects your permission, app logic, and organizational context. And step 5, we have response and app command. Finally, the response is returned to the app, but not just as a text. Copilot also sends command to the app if needed. For example, it can be insert this summary into Word, or create this chart in Excel, or draft this reply in Outlook. It's not just language, it's action. So Copilot isn't just generating text, it's orchestrating a secure, intelligent workflow across your apps, your data, and your role. And it's not just smart, it's compliant by design. So as we wrap up, here is something I want you to remember. And it's true for every participant, every role, every skill level. Copilot doesn't require expertise. It requires curiosity. You don't have to master it before you use it. You just have to start. One prompt, one idea, one task. That's all it takes to begin. And once you do, you will notice something powerful. Your confidence grows, your work feels lighter, your thinking becomes sharper. Copilot isn't magic, but the results often feel magical. So don't wait, try, and let every prompt be a step toward smarter, lighter, and more inspired work. Just speak with confidence. This is my message to you. So, whether you're drafting a message, preparing a presentation, or just trying to get started, Copilot is there to support you. Speak up, be yourself, own your ideas, because Copilot doesn't just respond, it amplifies your strength. So, thank you so much for joining me on this journey through Copilot. Now, if you have any questions, I will be more than happy to answer. So let me see if Femke is
I'm
here.
here. Yes,
Hi.
I'm here. We have one question
Okay.
from Michael. What is when a person who has a user and privilege accounts, is there a way to elevate work? as,
Okay, so
let me
if I
see. Yeah, if I see if I have it understand it well, what is when a person who has a user and privileged account, is that a way to elevate work?
So, what I'm understanding from this question is if one user has two different roles,
Mhm.
what is going to happen if one row give the access to the two and the other not? So,
I think as well.
yeah, okay. So basically, in that case, the user shouldn't be able to see the data.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's true. And Michael, if you have more questions, please reach out. And I think Desislava will searching as well for the question and give a comment on it. But probably this is the question that you have, and it's true. If you have just one licensing, you only can see the one thing that you have access to on your graph and in your only data that is private for you
Mhm.
only. I see as well someone who gives a question about, does Copilot already work with ChatGPT 5.2? So the last version of ChatGPT. Yes, it is, right. The last
Mhm.
version of ChatGPT is available in Copilot. It was earlier as well in Copilot than it was in ChatGPT last week. So
Mhm.
did you already use it as well?
Yes, in Copilot Studio. So,
In Copilot
mhm.
Studio, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's also in Copilot Chat, but it's as well in
Mhm.
Copilot Studio. Yeah, I will send a link as well with my experience around it, so
Oh, great.
you can find out. Yeah, great. Um, if there are some more questions, we know where to find you. I want to say Merry Christmas, everyone, especially you. Merry Christmas. Thank you for sharing all your knowledge. It was really interesting. I always love like the different kind of people who bring their knowledge and how they use it and how they bring it. And I'm really grateful that you did it for us. I would say see you next time because yeah, probably you will come back, right?
Yeah, I will. Thank you so much for having me. It was a real pleasure for me to be here and to share with you my experience. So, see you next time and happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays. Bye bye.
Bye.